Okay, guys, I had to readjust things a little again because I don't like being in the camera view. So um, let's just kind of close it out. Again, they are coming in full realization of the choices. Their childish way, their narcissistic way. Going through the death and rebirth again. Whether or not they're coming back to you, they still have to live out their karma. They still have to go through their tower moment. That's the only way. That's the only way they will learn. Which, you need to act right in society, period. With the world around you, period. With people in your lives, you can't put out toxicity in the world and thinking that it's not going to come back to you. So some of them, they're being reformed, I'm hearing. And again, there we go. So with the youth card, to show you the dark seed that they are. With the crown, we know the crown represent, it represents the magician. It represents, again, the magician in regular tarot. So, with the youth card, I said earlier, some of you, they wanted, they know they couldn't touch you. So in their mind, they thought they could, attack your children. They sent death, after your children. And this weekend, the attack that they sent, they've done death spell. That's the energy that I picked up on. That's the spirit that I picked up on. That's the work. I woke up early in the morning. I think it was either. Actually, I didn't even sleep that night because the energy was so heavy. I wasn't feeling right. Like, I felt something was just off altogether. And one of the readers, her reading, I'm not sure whom it was. I think it was Mystic Tori. It's either Mystic Tori or the Dream Clairvoyant. I love this too. They are true prophets. I love their readings. And even when it doesn't resonate with me, I know it's a collective message. You take what resonates with you and you leave the rest, to the other people. Because when we do collective readings, it's a general energy. So again, the crown is the magician, doing witchcraft to take your children out. They can't hurt you, but they will come after your children because they thought your children would be weakened. And for some of you, I'm hearing, especially for those of you where your masculine or your feminine has full custody, has custody of you. They took custody of your children. You lost custody of your children because let's face it, the work that they've done, the magician that they are, the empress in reverse, high priestess in reverse that they are, to keep those masculine and feminine at all costs, they needed to sever your relationship with these people, sever your relationship with your children, because they know that's the bond. You and that person have a bond through that child, through these children. So they must remove you at all costs. So knowing now, everyone is justice is here, balance is due to be set. So they know they can attack you, they can't take you down, because all the things that they've done, all the warfares they declared against you, it didn't work. All the dead spirit they sent against you, coming back to them, letting them know, for some of us, literally, the things that they sent upon you, they bow down to you when they come to you because of your hierarchy, because again, you are the high priestess, you are the crown, you are the magician, you are the empress. You are God's eyes. You are in your purpose. So thou shalt not touch the anointed. Do no harm unto my prophet. So that they thought by your counterpart having custody or them being under the same roof as your children, they can't, easier target, because they were away from you, thinking that, if those children are near you, because you are your strength, your protection, they will be better protected. But, in this season, they're crying, realizing, no, my dear. No, okay? Near or far, like our seed is highly, divinely protected. So with the youth and the crown, and then what's the death card? Literally, like I said earlier, some of them, they sacrifice their own children. The magician that they are, sacrifice their own children to keep that masculine at all costs, to keep the feminine at all costs from coming into union with you, from leaving them behind, leaving them in poverty, point blank period. Like, They really didn't want me to put that message out because I kid you not, both of the batteries on my cameras are fully charged. All of a sudden, it just stopped working. It stopped working in the middle of me recording this message. So I hope that the rest records well, and you guys finish listening to the message. But anyway, again, so now the death spirit they sent upon your children is now upon their kids, sacrificing their kids, because the devil must collect at all costs. When you sent attacks, spiritual attacks, you declare spiritual warfare on the most innocent things in the world. Innocent human in the world are children. Okay, they're not guilty of anything. They weren't asked to be born. They weren't asked to be brought into this world. You want to take them out? That's an innocent life. That's an innocent soul. Okay, that's a child of God. You're trying to take on them, to rid of this earth because of greed, because you want to keep someone, you want to stay in a season that you are meant to stay. Like, they're ridiculous. So now, yeah, some of them, that's so sad. They are losing their children, unfortunately, because that's the deal you made with the devil. That's the deals you made with these demons. When you went and sleep with the high priest, when you went and sleep with the high priestess to seal the contract, to come after your life. Like I said, they betted their lives against your lives because they were so sure. That demon seed in them, they were so sure in their mission to destroy you, to kill, steal, and destroy you, my collective. However it resonate, work situation, friend, family situation, they were hell bent. That's for those who practice witchcraft, okay? They came after you at all angles. You, your children, everything, to bring death unto you, to bring you tower moments unto your life. So now, the whole, the whole world, their community, everyone around them is in realization, because why? Your children are dying. They weren't sick. All of a sudden, they're dropping dead, and they have no explanation why people around them are just dying. People in their family are just dying because it's justice. Again, it is done. It's justice season, so it's being served. Point blank, period. Again, like I said, your counterpart realizing that you are the high priestess. So for some, I am hearing. So for some of my collective, I'm hearing it's a family dynamic. It's within your own family dynamic. It's like, again, because they weren't the chosen one, out of jealousy, out of that hate of having you being removed like altogether, because they thought if they remove you from this earth, the inheritance will be passed down to them. The ancestors will choose them. And I heard for a specific family, for a specific person, it's like I'm hearing. So, wow, okay, so for a specific group of you, it's a sister. So it's your own sister, because they know they weren't chosen. So I'm hearing they've done it before. So I'm hearing that, she's done that before. So perhaps some of you lost a sibling out of nowhere, like due to some tragic thing, or out of nowhere that person passed in the family. It was that sister of yours. Look at that. It was that sister of yours. Again, the kingdom of darkness, the agent of darkness, their third eye are also open. That's why they are psychic. That's why they are able to do, energy harvesting work. That's how they are able to tap into your energy, to see what's going on in your life. What are you doing? Or to see if their work is actually working. Like whatever they've done is working against you. Like your downfall is coming to pass. So it's like, now things is being set to balance. Everyone is awakened. So they thought, so for that group of collective dealing with a sibling situation. So I hear like you had perhaps like some of you had a sibling, like older brother or older sister that passed in the family. Like for some, I'm hearing the death was tragic, and for others, so for others, I'm hearing like that sister or brother passed like due to a bad car accident at work, like a death accident, a deadly accident at their job. And I'm hearing like some of them, they had people taking them out, literally, like the way things were organized, like I guess the way they did the work, like however it comes, let death be upon them. So they thought by annihilating that other sibling, like taking out the competition, that the gift would just automatically goes to them. But little did they know, like, come on, you've committed the ultimate sin. You brought death upon someone's life. You think the ancestors going to give you? They're going to choose you? They already see your dark heart. They already see which energy you operating under. The dark energy, dark side. You are part of the kingdom of darkness. They weren't going to bestow these kind of ancestral gifts upon you, my beloved. No, 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 no. They weren't going to do that because they know your soul. They see your soul. They know who you are and what you are. They know the demons within them. So they weren't chosen. So the fact that you were chosen. So with the youth, so for some of you, like, it's giving me vibe of like older sibling, older sister, especially with that card. So there you go. Shoot, where's the card? I think I put it back. Yeah, there you go. Siblings. Okay? So for some of you, like, oh wow, look at that. So for some of you, like the middle child. So for some of you, you are the middle child of that family. That was chosen. Okay? You were chosen. And that sister took out the brother, thinking that she would inherit, the ancestral gifts, the spiritual abilities, or she would inherit your journey. And for some of you, it's your brother that took out a sister. Maybe you've lost a feminine figure in your life, in your family dynamic, out of nowhere, either tragically or all of a sudden they fell sick. No doctors could cure them, and then they just pass. Yeah, that was the work of that beloved sister of yours, that beloved brother of yours, that was determined to take you out at all costs. So now, it is done. It's being done to them. The same demons, the same magic that you've done against your children, against you. Okay? It's all coming back. The choices that they made. You can't make this stuff up. Like I said earlier, because some of them, they are seed of darkness that they are. They too are in a mission to stop you, the collective, from achieving your purpose, from reaching, from ascending, from operating. Ugh, damn it. There you go. It's like they, where's the card? Exactly. With the third eye, it's knowledge. When your third eye is open, third eye and crown chakra, they have knowledge because their third eyes were open. And for some of them, because of the work that they've done, we know their gifts the ancestors took away their abilities. And I'm here for some of their practitioners as well. Their abilities were taken away because they used it for darkness. They used it to bring toxicity into the world. So, their abilities has been cast out, binded, has been removed, like they've been blocked from contacting spirit. Because now you're a seed of the devil. You're a slave. They're a slave of the devil. The devil is collecting his minions. You're not going to need your gift anymore, sweetie. That third eye has been shot. The crown chakra shot. Okay? That's how they can spy on you in the spirit world. Send monitoring spirits. Send you the evil eye. Through the third eye. Intention. Knowledge. That's where all that comes from. Dark seed that they are. So now they are catching theirs. Heaven and earth. So again, this is like, again, confirmation, of which kingdom, both sides, everyone is operating. It's either you're on the light side or the dark side. So with the heaven and earth, so I am getting, they're giving me they're giving me a dynamic. So with the kingdom of earth, kingdom of earth, it represents, again, the earth sign. That's Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. So this is confirmation for my Virgos, for my Capricorn, for my Taurus is out there. Clearly your elements show up in this reading as well, and confirmation for my air sign. So far I have air sign, earth sign on the table, and look at that. We have, look, King of Air. Again, Aquarius is so strong. The sign of Aquarius, or the air element, is so strong. So for some of you, your parasite is, your seed of darkness. Your parasite is an air sign. And with the King of Air, they're also telling me, like, yeah, this is why they operated out of integrity. They did all the magic because your person, male or female, King of Air represent, King of Air, like, is giving me a vibe of like the King of Pentacles and traditional tarot because of that person's wealth. King or Queen of Pentacles is just energy because of that person's wealth, what they have established for themselves, when they meet these people. So they wanted it at all costs. They came hard at all costs. Queen of Water, so I have earth sign, water sign. So this is like justice for just all of my collective, no matter what your sign is. I'm surprised I haven't seen fire that come out yet, but no matter what your signs is. So far we have earth sign is justice and karma for, justice on both sides. You get your justice is you get what you put out. You put out good, you get good justice. You put out bad, then guess what? The same thing you put out is coming back onto you now. That's just your fate. That's the decision that you made. But I love it with the Void card. So with the Void card, it's like they're showing me two things. Like with the Void card, it's like, from one of my decks and one of the readings that I've done, and I do believe it was again the Gemini reading. They had me pull those cards. They are soulless, soulless angel, like colorless angel. That's what the card says. They're void. There's nothing inside these people. No emotions, no love. It's just dark. They're just dark inside of these people. They're just dead soul, void. Dark moon. And look, I didn't even realize that. Look at that. So, wow. So they're confirming the message. So again, I put out I put out a warning message over, I think it was Sunday. I believe it was Sunday, because we were under the Scorpion moon energy still. That was a vicious moon cycle. It was very powerful. You can either use it to heal, or you can use it to damage, to bring trauma, to do bad things. So, over the weekend I said, they threw arrows over the weekend, because I felt the work. I felt the energy of the work, the dark work that they've done, because again, the masculine, the feminine, it is balance season, it's justice season. They were trying to claim, they were trying to call down, unjust justice against you, and then look at them. This is them now in despair because it didn't work. Whatever they threw at you over the weekend, and I did mention for some of you, your spirit says, for some of you felt the impact because you needed to recognize what the spiritual attack felt like. You needed to recognize the energy. And for some of you, it affected you externally, like it affected someone, maybe perhaps your child or something, with the youth card that came out. That was a specific purpose of them doing that, but it didn't break them. It didn't harm them in any way because you guys are protected. So whatever they've done, I'm hearing null and voided, like again, sent back to senders. It was with the Chariot card. As they continue to throw it, the spirit is continuing to throw it right back at them, like reverse. Look at that with the Void. Where's the bloody card they were showing me? Again, seeking their own justice. Look, creating their own justice against you, unjust and unfair justice. Calling upon God to give them justice against you that they've been harming all this past season. It's a void, null and fucking voided. I'm sorry, YouTube. So it's like I'm hearing. Oh, perfect. So it's like we're just gonna put that down. So all right. So with the Void card, so I'm hearing whatever work they've done in past season, and especially over the weekend, not only has it been returned with the Chariot card, null and freaking voided. Okay, no weapon formed against you, my collective, shall prosper, no matter who throws it in the season. Look, it's like they were. Okay, so they're showing me something else. So like with it says void action. Again, earlier I said they had many warnings. The ancestors warned them many times to stop doing it. warning upon warning. Multiple readers on YouTube was putting out those same type of reading, the same dark. They were picking up on the same dark energies, because of the work that they were doing. They had warning. The ancestors warned them to stop. They had seasons. I'm hearing seasons of warning each and every single time. I'm hearing that they were going to do that. They had a warning, like through other people. Even some of the practitioners was telling them to void course, stop doing it, because it's not going to work, because some of these practitioners were becoming awakened to these people's life, but they weren't. Again, no integrity. So they wanted to win at all costs, because they know what they betted. They know what the contract says. You must deliver the soul of the person you promise. If you don't, it's your life. It's their children's life on the block. Either they bring the devil your children, or their children and them are going to be on the hot plate. So it's like and then another. So it's like another like another aspect they're showing me. So for some of them, it's like they were. There we go. So it's like they were. Okay, so it's like they were taking. Oh, perfect! Look at that. So it's like from the work that they've done this weekend, and past seasons attack that they threw upon you. It's like every time they do something, they're assessing. They're sitting back, waiting for the result, waiting to see. I hate my face on camera. So it's like they were waiting, assessing the work of these practitioners, waiting to see the result, waiting to see if you fall, if death had came to collect you, waiting to see if you lost your job, waiting to see if you losing your house, losing your stability, whatever work they've done to bring you down. Look at that. They were assessing their creation, the work that they've done, the witchcraft they sent your way, to your children's lives, at your job, in your family dynamic, on your livelihood period. They were assessing it, like waiting. I'm hearing like watching and waiting to see what happens to you. And based on, so it's like every time, oh wow, I love that. So every time they've done something, okay, it was null and voided. Again, reverse and return tenfold on their camp, rather than heeding, rather than moving forward and giving up. They continue to do work. So it's like, yeah, they created more. They went back and keep doing it and keep doing it. No matter how much they throw it, the ancestors showing them it's not going to work, giving them chances to give up. They weren't giving up. It's like, okay, so with this is like forgot the name of this card, but it's God. Okay, so I think it's from the Goddess of the Moon deck. So it's like every moon cycle. Oh wow, they've been doing this for a long time. So for every moon cycle, especially again in this season, we've had some powerful moon energy that came through. We had a lot of super moon, we had a lot of full moon. So they were extremely busy. Look at that, celebrating. For every time they've done something, they think they're going to take you down, it's going to hit you, it's going to affect you. They were celebrating, sweetie, assessing, their work, waiting to see, look, with the card, waiting to see if you drop dead, waiting to see if you're suffering from downfall, waiting to see the result of what was to come. But instead, look, I love that. So instead, I'm hearing it's like they're telling me, so instead, every time they've done something at you, voided. It was voided. That their spell was null and voided. The devil couldn't touch you. Those demons, those dead spirits they sent upon you couldn't touch you, because they work for you, because you work for God. You're a child of God, a child of the Creator. Thou shalt not touch the anointed. Do no harm, unto my prophet. Point blank. Period. Extremely protected. Every time they do it, instead of hurting you, you blossom. Like you literally, like I'm hearing, like every time they throw something at you, the fact that you had to experience it, now you recognize, you gain knowledge of this type of attack, this type of spiritual attack. You move forward, they push you forward. Every time they do something negative, it comes back into the negative, into positive in your life, and then negative back onto their lives. It's like, hey, they push you forward and further into your journey. The more they threw at you, the more they were helping you. Like, I love it when your enemies help you. It's ridiculous. The things that you think you're going to do to someone, but the ancestors are showing no, sweetheart, it's null and voided. This is, it was written. This is meant to freaking happen. So it is done for them. Because you're the empress. Like, you're literally the empress. You have God's favor. Look, I love that. You're the empress and you're the high priestess. Again, with the blossom, I love this. So with the blossoming card with the high priestess, so we know the high priestess. So the high priestess represent, so for you to be a high priestess, to operate as a high priestess, again, you have to know your craft. Like, you have to know, it's like you have to know what you're coming against. And so it's like, the more they threw at you, the more you gain knowledge. I think I have the knowledge card here. The more I said that earlier, the more you gain knowledge of the craft of spiritual warfare. You became aware of these things, these entities. With the 33 number, you can't make it up. That's a master number. You mastered your craft. You mastered spiritual warfare because of due to the help of the seed of darkness. They throw it at you. You recognize the energy. Now you learn. You know better for next time. You can recognize it the next time it's coming at you. And for some of us, literally, we've been hit so many times, we can see the thing coming before it comes and stop it before it comes. Okay? We recognize it, we deal with it, and we command these spirits, these demons, to bow down, because we know we serve the kingdom of light. Okay? We are messenger of the light. Thou do no harm. Okay? Do no harm to the prophet. We are prophet of God. So no weapon formed against us or our children will prosper. Okay? It will come back to you every time. Tenfold. Okay? With force and fire. Especially in the season of balance, beloved. So for those who are, this is a message for the dark seed. Just stop it. Okay? Because you helped us become the high priestess. You've helped us become the high priest, the emperor. The empress, point blank period. Look, chariot, fast movement. Every time you throw it, we learn, we move forward, we heal, and we recognize it, we fight it back, and we send it right back your way. Because we're the empress, we're the high priestess, we know our craft. We know our craft. Favors of God. Under the protection of God. I just said that, the omniscient God. As they throw it, you learn, you've gained the knowledge. You're operating from your crown chakra, your third eye chakra, all knowing, all seeing. It's knowledge. Having sacred knowledge. Sacred sight, spiritual sight with the third eye. Okay? You've evolved because of the things that they've sent to you. You're able to recognize these demons and put them in their place and send them back where they come from, because you're the high priestess, you're the empress. The God, I love that. God deflecting evil, period. Your ancestors showed you what was coming. Every time they're throwing it, you know it, because they know it, because your ancestors know it. So they allow for you to feel it, see it, so you can gain knowledge of what spiritual warfare is as a light worker. Okay, as a healer. So you can defend yourself, your family, and others in humanity. That's our purpose. To fight and battle these demons coming from the seed of darkness. The seed of darkness. You've become the crown. They've thrown so much at you. Knowledge. The crown. The crown again represent what? The high priestess. Okay? As they throw it, you learn, you gain knowledge, sacred knowledge, and you become the high priestess. You become the high priest, my love. Know thy craft. You've mastered your craft, your spiritual warfare craft. Like you've mastered your spirituality. You've mastered duality. You've balanced yourself. The high priestess has to be balanced. The high priestess is a balanced person. The empress and the high priestess. And the high priestess, actually, the empress is one of the highest card. The emperor and the empress are the two of the two. So they're part of the major arcana in traditional tarot, and they are the two highest, card on the, like, in any tarot deck. And look at that, my beloved. You are the high priestess and the empress. The high priest and the emperor. God, master of the universe. Okay? You can't make it up. You've mastered your craft. Who is like God? Okay? Thanks to Archangel Michael, Metatron. Your ancestors watching, seeing it all. Explaining, teaching you, guiding you. You took heed to every time your ancestors came through and speak with you and gave you warning. You took heed, beloved. You took heed. So now you graduated. You became the high priest, the high priestess. You became the empress, the emperor, the quickly forgiving God. Again, they ran to God asking for forgiveness because they know God is a forgiving God. They went and got baptized. They joined religion all of a sudden, thinking the devil will stop chasing them. No. You sign your soul to the devil. The creator wants no part of that. You must fulfill your contract with the devil. God is not forgiving in this season. The revealing God. You can't make it up. Everything has been revealed. So male, your masculine, your feminine, they know about these people. Things has been revealed. The darkness in them has been revealed. We saw from the earlier card. Look at that. They gained knowledge, okay, of the people that they were dealing with. Work situation, family situation, relationship situation. Is justice season all across the board. Period. The invocable God. Again, you guys call upon God. You call upon your ancestors when they were throwing these things at you. You didn't rebuttal. You didn't fight back. You didn't send back the arrows. You didn't. You call upon God. You invoke God. You invoke the ancestors that that stand on your side. Okay, that's in your court, that fights for you. You call upon God for your justice. Vengeance is mine in the name of the Lord. That's what it says in the Bible. That's what it says in any book. The Quran, whatever you're reading, whatever your religion teaches you, it says that. It's everywhere in the Bible, in any languages, in any form, from any religion. Vengeance is mine in the name of the Lord. You abide by those laws. You abide by those cosmic laws. Do no harm. Do no harm. And you didn't do no harm. That's why justice is being done. That's why it's being done. Okay? Your justice is here. Anything that was made to work against you is null and voided and returned to senders like 1,000-fold. I can't